Tri-Series is back. We're playing for the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 2 Group A rally car. It's RQ91, not the top end, not the low end of legendaries. Let's go. Mike on top right. Hey, I'm Mike. Today we're going to play for the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 2 Group A rally car. We're using the French Riviera update cars, so it's going to be somewhere between easy and a bloodbath. I don't know. I know for sure that I'm going to not be in the easy end, I'm going to be in the bloodbath end potentially. The problem is, everywhere you see people pulling legendaries from this update, as you do with all updates, and you're the one that's not pulling them, it's a bugger. But that's how the game works. It's a game of success and failure, big highs, big lows. So here we go, this is my hand. I have the Alpine for the test bowl stuff. I have a Renault Megane for twisty stuff. I have another Alpine which is just fast. I have this Alpine which is also fast. And I have the yellow Fluence, which is the slalom car. They are 5 maxed epics. If I get an easy bracket, then I might be borderline 12th, 20th, let's call it. We will see. We won't know till we get going, and honestly we won't know until later on when everyone's joined and there's tons of max legendaries around me and I give up and forget about it. But we'll see. That's a win under my belt anyway against a Hutchbot. So, I'm 137th and I am playing as John. This is a new story, I'll let you in on it while I carry on playing. But the top of the leaderboard there, 7-0. I don't recognise many names in there, to be honest with you. I'm sure there are names in there, but when I say I don't recognise them, not the usual people. I tend to play against the same people, which is why I am playing as John. My name is not John. My name is Mike. I'm not lying about that. I am not playing with someone else's account, somebody called John. I'm playing with my account. The trophies you will notice are exactly the same. The cars are the same, apart from the fact that I've pulled a few cars since we last talked. But I think, especially the endurance event recently, I think my name being very public, Mike on top drives, without sounding arrogant about it, I think it makes me a little bit of a target for certain groups of people who think either it's good to knock someone down who's got a visible name, or I don't know. I think in the end it makes me more of a target than it gets me an advantage. Obviously there is an advantage because people see it and they think, oh, I like his videos, I'm not going to hit him, I want to see how he does, that kind of thing. So there's an advantage and a disadvantage. All I'm saying is, in the last minute I dropped 200 points, lots of people were hitting me multiple times, I dropped massively, and I think it's because I had a visible name. I think if I was John, and nobody John, I might have got away with it. I know that's the game. I absolutely know that's the game. I know I have in the past played the same person more than once in the last few minutes because they are the easiest hand there. But what I'm sort of saying is, I don't think I was the easiest hand there. I don't know. I honestly do not know. But what I do know is, if I change my name to John for a Tri-Series, see how it goes, see if I get targeted, then we know it's because my hand wasn't good enough and not because my name is a YouTuber name. People like to hit a name that they know. If they see someone that normally does brilliantly, not doing brilliantly, it's a good target. You know what I mean? It's how the game works. It's a spiteful sort of player versus player game. So that said, I'm going to play as John for this week. I've been playing as John for the last week in the quals and the prelims. We'll see how it works out, and we'll see at the end if I've got 100 losses or something and everyone around me's only got 10, then I know it's nothing to do with my name and I'll go back to being Mike. Or I'll change my name again for the next Tri-Series. We'll see how it pans out. Honestly, the name doesn't matter, but go with me. Anyway, that's 5 tickets done. We're 5-0. We're in 49th, which is a crazy low place to be 5-0, but I guess everyone's got 5-0. Okay, I'm back. I'm 21-9. So, I have been up at the top. I've been in second and third. I'm naturally dropping back down. There's a few people with some serious legendaries. The guy at the top's got 3 or 4 legendaries. I ain't missing with him. He's very capable of knocking all of us down. But what is happening is I have some strong epics and I am able to hold on because, like this guy, he's got ultra rares. He's got 3 ultra rares. He's got a legendary which is almost maxed, which is the best legendary, but his 3 ultra rares can't back it up. So I can hit this guy and hopefully win against this guy, even though he was lucky to pull a legendary and I wasn't. There we go, 150 to 104. And that's how the game works. You have to be able to back up your lucky pulls, and that's why the whales, the bigger players, whatever you call them, are able to back up their pulls, because they also buy lots of packs and gets epics as well as the lucky one legendary that you pull. So let's see if we can beat this guy. So this guy's got some weird looking cars. That 67 on the slalom looks pretty awful, and the last test bowl race looks pretty awful. So we'll hopefully win this, but we shall see. Race 2 for the Alpine Slalom. Yep, that's a win, good. Okay, race 3 for the Fluence. It's interesting that everyone has taken that 2-3-3 and not done a 3-2-3, because we're all putting on the slalom, and I'm presuming the slalom might well be better at a 3-2-3, but obviously we're all thinking long term with that. Test bowl on race 5. Get 50 points. So that test bowl, even if you're going against the legendaries, you only lose by 50 or you win by 50. So it's not worth putting your big legendaries on that test bowl. I know it's too late giving you that advice now because you've finished the event, but I certainly wouldn't be putting a big old legendary on that test bowl. It's never going to get its RQ back in points. I did notice a few people have done that test bowl car as a 3-2-3, which long term might be the result, but honestly, I think as RQ68, it is a test bowl car for the French people. This is a bit confusing where we put things. We'll have to just go with that, I think. I don't know. Sometimes my brain doesn't work. When I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about you and conversation, and I don't know where I'm putting cars. But let's see if it works or not. That's a win on the second, the slalom. It is a really good slalom car, that. I'm really pleased to have pulled it. Obviously there are better things, but it does its job. And the Alpine Rally with the all-surface tyre is just a fast car. And this thing, it looks less exciting than some of the other ones, but it's got a good handling. And that's a draw on the test bowl. So, 150 to 50, we get another win. We're in third. See, I told you I can get up the top again. I'm not staying in third, I don't think. 5 epics would be a travesty if I win that. But I can claim this last pack, which is awesome. This is the last pack. I've opened all the packs. Trust me, you haven't seen any of them, but I've opened all the French Riviera packs, got Jack all. So let's hope this is the last pack to get something. That's a Suzuki, BMW, Buick. Oh, ultra rare early Renault Sport. No way! Come on, man! No way! I cannot tell you what this is doing. Yeah, mate, I'm being really nice about this, but it's mega pissed me off that everywhere I go I see people pulling legendaries. Free-to-play people and people who have opened one pack and they get a legendary, and I've opened every pack, and yes, I've got some good epics. But that's not cutting it when you spend that amount of gold. You haven't seen the packs, I haven't bothered putting them on YouTube because it's been embarrassing. But you know what, I've spent a lot of gold and I've got jack shit from it. And this is wicked. This is going to get me that prize car. I am going to upgrade it and I'm going to play the last few hours using the Alpine A4810. That's a crappy name for a car, but it's a wicked car. It is the top car in the update that you can pull from a pack. I am very pleased with that. I have a shed load of fuse material. You are going to hate me for this, but I'm going to speed max that. And it's going to be 233 before a blink of an eye. Okay, we're back. Look! I've got a top-end Alpine. It's RQ97 and it's already max 233. Don't hate me for speed maxing something. I have a bit of gold to spare. I have wasted so much gold trying to get to this point, trying to pull a legendary. Ironically, this was from a free pack, but that's okay. That's how you get cars. You get them when you're least expecting it. So I have used my fuse material and I've maxed it. It is a high RQ legendary with performance tyres, rear-wheel drive. It will be useful in the future. Therefore, it's not a waste to do this, but it was also secure me a place at getting this prize car today. I would be an idiot if I'd spent all that gold buying all those packs and getting epics and ultra rares, and then I'd miss out on the prize car that this car is specifically aimed at getting. I would have been an idiot not to have wasted the 2,000 gold just to speed max it so I could use it and I could secure myself a position in that top 12. You would have been laughing at me if I had come 13th or 18th or 20th after pulling a top-end RQ97. You've seen in your brackets and you've seen in my brackets that the people with legendaries are beatable if you have the right cars. Therefore, having a stock at 111 legendary is not the way to go if you can max it. If you have fused material and you have a couple of thousand gold sitting around, Why not use it, get it done? Bearing in mind, that gold is only really the equivalent of 1.5 carbon fibres. It's nothing in the comparison to what I've opened over the last 2 weeks to try and get this damn car. So please don't hate me. Understand the position I'm in. I have the gold, I have the addiction, I have the need to get every prize car I can. Sometimes you just have to give it up, and that's fine. But I can get this prize car, I'm not letting it go. So this is what I've done. So, excitement over, let's get on and use this beauty. I should say, as soon as I maxed it, I played 10 tickets in a row to get it into my ghost hand so that people weren't still hitting me with the old hand, the old Epic's hand. So now, there are no track sets that I haven't played with this hand, therefore this new legendary is in my ghost hand for all 4 track sets. So I'm hoping, despite the fact that like this car that looks wicked, this RQ87 with a massively high handling, it does win on every track set against it. So I'm hoping I have secured myself a top 12. I'm hoping I can stay away from the 12-13 place, because then if I was right about my suspicions, which I'm not right about my suspicions, the whole John situation, don't take that, me being an arse, me being arrogant, me saying, oh look at me, I'm a famous person on YouTube, therefore people are hitting me. I'm not sure that's true. I just wanted to take that out of the mix and be John for a bit. I will be back to Mike next month. So, anyway, this guy is the guy at the top. Yeah, that's the top of my bracket. 3 legendaries and the best epic max twice. So I'm going to tell you, I did not get an easy bracket. People are going to say, oh, you got an easy bracket if you can manage with 5 epics and stay in the top 12. But that's not how it's working. There are people up here that I can beat. Now I've got a legendary. So that's hopefully where I'm going to stay, on the borderline tier 1, tier 2. I don't really care if I get the tier 1. I will play for tier 1 at the end, don't get me wrong. It's another carbon fibre, it's a bit more gold. But honestly, I just want to be top 12. And that new RQ97 Max Legendary is going to get me that, I hope. I can still be knocked down massively, don't get me wrong. That is a loss! Ouch! Ouch! Right, so here we are. Here's some tactics for Tri-Series. When you've done your minimum tickets and you're doing really well in second, don't play tickets. Sit back and wait for you to drop into 5th and then play a ticket. I'm playing tickets because I'm making a video for you. I shouldn't be. I'm going to sign off now because it's mental to lose and drop myself out of tier 1 to put myself in jeopardy in tier 2 just for the video. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've got results. Plus 500 means I got tier 1. And I got 3rd, I believe. It may have been 4th, it may have been 2nd in the end, but with 30 seconds to go, I looked like I was in 3rd. So I'm really pleased with that, and that was because I got that pull, that legendary pull, and I maxed it. Here we go, Mitsubishi, Citroen, Alfa Romeo, Lamborghini. Remember, this is a double carbon fibre. Mitsubishi, Renault Laguna, super rare Mitsubishi. Got a lot of Mitsubishis. Acura. Right, BMW Ultra Rare. Second Ultra Rare is a Porsche 911, and price car is, there it is, Mitsubishi Lancer Group 2. That's not right. It's a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 2 Group A rally car. Awesome. Very pleased with it. Very pleased with it. It's RQ91, so it's borderline useful and useless. Who knows what it will be. If you won it, and that's your best Japanese rally car, then it's going to be very useful for you. For me, I've got a couple in the 95, 96 range, therefore it's not going to be as useful, but you never know, Hutch. They may well set up a few events that only you can use that in, and it will be useful. 2 carbon fibres, 2 ultras to go with it, not overly great, but it's not about that, it's about this car. Yeah, so there's my Japanese rally cars. It is technically on the first page, but it's not the best. But I'm very pleased to win it. I'm always very pleased to win anything. I like winning. It is a addictive game, and sometimes when you're at my level and you put a lot of time, effort and gold into this thing, you have to try and win. So I'm really pleased with that, really pleased with that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have certainly enjoyed making it. Now I've got to the second half of it. First half not so much. I was almost contemplating not even bothering and just doing a results video sort of thing. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. For this moment, get yourself out of here. We are done.